This is What If Deku Was Spider-Man Part 4. So we last left off, Deku was chasing this this burglar that stole 5 paintings. Chased him on the roof, looked into her eyes for a split second, saw some yellow, and then got hit with a metal beam. So Deku wakes up like 15 minutes later, and he's like, what happened? The only thing he remembers is just getting hit with a yellow beam, like a big red beam, and got sent flying. Because what happened was, when the burglar gave him quote unquote bad luck, like he's been thinking he must have had an extreme case of bad luck. Because like that's severe bad luck that a beam fell, like basically hit him flying at him. It didn't hit nobody else. He's like, that is some bad mojo right there. So Deku gets up and is trying to walk. He's very hurt because it's a metal beam. Them things are heavy and they come fast. That thing was flying at him. That thing was flying. So Deku gets up and start trying to walk away. Yeah, let's just say after the hero versus villains. Oh yeah, no, wait, did I do the hero versus villains? Huh. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's at the sports festival. Let's just say they had 3 days off from the sports festival. So basically, this all happens in those 3 days. That I'm about to cover it happens in those 3 days. So Deku goes home. He rests and trying to figure out what happened. So next day, he watches the news, find out that these artworks were stolen. So he goes to investigate some more and swings around the city. And he waits the nighttime to do this. So he does some training. And basically at nighttime he goes swing around the city. And he goes find out. And he finds out that the paintings that were stolen were owned by this guy called Wilson Fisk. And he's heard the papers about Wilson Fisk. Wilson Fisk is a notorious crime boss, but there's no evidence to suggest he's a crime boss. So Deku does some more investigating, and basically there's a deal going on with some of Fisk's guys. Basically, it's an arms deal / drug deal. So Deku hops in, goes invisible, and takes out all the guys. Because they only had like pistols, bro. They only had pistols. So it's like, Deku knows how to maneuver against a gun. That's all I'm gonna say. So Deku, he tries to figure out how to. So he interrogates one of the guys to find out why did someone steal Fisk's painting. And basically, dude says that paintings were worth a lot of money. And also, it looks like it was vengeance or something. So, like, he just says he don't know nothing. And he actually doesn't know anything. That could knock him out. And he does an anonymous tip that a drug deal went down. And the arms deals, basically, cops come find all the stuff. And find the note saying all the evidence is on the table. Check fingerprints, do all this, check the camera feeds. And it says, he basically says by Spider-Man. It doesn't say friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, no, it just says Spider-Man. So they're like, who the hell is Spider-Man? So Deku's laying across the city. And then he hears another alarm. So he goes to check it out. It's a bank. Guess what he sees? He sees someone with gray hair wearing wearing like a black looking suit, like a black costume. And then they notice him and they start running. And he's like, he says that's the girl from yesterday. So he goes follow her, and basically common sense tells him don't look her in the eyes. So he is running, and then he's getting close, and he tries to grab her. And she turns around with a quickness and slashes this man across the chest. Now she cuts him, not too deep, but it cuts him. He's like, whoa. And she starts swinging at him. Like, she starts trying to claw him and everything. He's dodging left and right. He tries to whip her up. She dodges that. And Deku's thinking, and there's a water tower. There's like a little like water tower right next to him. So basically, he rips the water tower open. A bunch of water falls on her. She gets sent off the building. Deku catches her. And she's basically saying, well, that was fun. And then she cuts the webbing and falls and lands on her feet and starts running. Deku's like, what the heck? So he tries to run, and then this may be a little bad. So he's trying to run, and let's just say, this is kind of cheapskate. It's kind of cheapskatey. Let's just say something happened when he was trying to catch her, and then a water tower he's swinging by just combusts and sends him flying. And he's like, what the heck? And he remembers her eyes flashed yellow again. And he looked at her eyes by accident. And he got some more quote unquote bad luck. He's trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So he's like, is that her quirk? Or something? So basically, he starts swinging around trying to find out stuff. And he starts asking, like, some people, like, there's some drug deals going down. That's not affiliated with anybody. And then he starts asking around about her, and they basically say, are you talking about the cat? So he's like, who's the cat? And they basically say it's this cat burglar that has a quirk that basically gives people bad luck. And she's really good at what she does. She basically steals stuff that she's hired to steal and either sells them or she's hired to steal them and she can keep them. And then she sells them so she gets a lot of money. He's like, does anyone know her name? He's like, he's like, no. Basically, her nickname is the cat, but really people call her Black Cat. He's like, Black Cat. And now he gets it. The bad luck. It's basically saying her quirk basically gives somebody bad luck when she looks them in the eyes. Because it's like, it's a black cat. You know what black cats are. They're known for giving people bad luck. So if you don't know Jinx from like Teen Titans DC, she's basically Jinx. That's all I'm gonna say. So, Deku goes home, goes take a nap, like go sleep, wake up next morning, walk around the city, then goes to this cafe. Now he notices this girl that's sitting at the cafe. And he thinks something of it at first. Like, he doesn't notice that she has gray hair. So he thinks for a second, is that the cat, quote unquote, like, is that Black Cat? And it's like, nah, no, it's not. She, like, it doesn't fit the description that he got. Because people don't know what she really looks like. Like, people don't know, like, her height, or, like, her age, or anything like that. No one knows. They just know that she's a really good thief. They quick order some coffee. Go sit down and start writing his notebook, trying to figure out stuff. He does some researching and finds out that the art pieces that got stolen for Fist were found on the black market. Yeah, I'm sorry. So my recording stopped. Basically, he found out the pieces were found on the black market. Someone tipped off the cops that they're getting sold. So he gets up and starts going. Now he gets home and nighttime comes and he starts to head out to investigate. So Deku is Deku's thinking to himself, okay, so we just gotta find out who gave the black piece away. So he already knows who basically he's trying to find out who bought them, technically. Like who tipped off the cops, who bought them, and where are they at now? Deku finds out that Black Cat sold them. And then some random people bought them. And then he doesn't know who tipped off the cops, but they basically say, like, he's asking around and he finds the databases. So let's just say they use like the text, like not the text, like they use they call the cops actually. So like they have all the phone calls recorded. So what they did was they found out, like basically they just know it was it was like a female. That's all they know. It was a female. It was like an anonymous witness, female. So basically, Deku's thinking it was stolen by Black Cat, or sold by Black Cat, and then dude buys it, pays the money, about to pick it up, and then someone raps, and the cops come, which was a female. So Deku's like, that's a coincidence. Like that can't be a coincidence. So Deku does some more investigating. Now he goes to one of Wilson Fisk's known warehouses to try and get more intel. And what do you know? He sees a bird, like he's there first. He's scoping it out, sticking out, being like, if anybody comes, he can like, cause he's noticed a pattern. That first is artwork, then it's money. So next it should be like information or intel, something like that. Basically, he goes to one of the warehouses because it's in like the area of where all the stuff has been stolen from. So he goes there and he notices like a figure on the rooftops going around the buildings. So basically, he goes up there and he sees Black Cat, but open up the skylight and go through. He shoots a web at her and webs her up, and she looks at him like, basically she's surprised to see him over there, and because like normally when he comes, he's too late to stop her from stealing stuff. So he's like, oh you got here earlier than expected. So Deku asks her, why are you stealing from Wilson Fisk, and she basically says, I'm just stealing for money. And then she cuts, like he gets close trying to find like take her to the cops. And then she cuts out the web and slashes at him. And now he dodges it, but barely, like barely. And then she throws down some tear gas, and he can't see, and he's coughing and crying because it's tear gas. If you've never been gassed, God, that's terrible. Getting gassed is terrible. Jesus Christ, like imagine getting pepper sprayed in your lungs and in your eyes. Like, oh, that had to hurt. That had to hurt. But I'm cutting this short. Basically, she got away. I'm doing cliche where it's like a cat and mouse game. No pun intended. So yeah, I have to edit my other clip into this video, so hopefully I can figure out how to do that. And yeah, so that was What If Deku was Spider-Man. Pardon, I'm kidding. So, I'm like other stuff, so I'm not gonna make this such a short video. So basically, Deku, he goes home, trying to figure out some stuff. It's the next day, so the break is over, so they go to school, and they're basically doing hero names, and Deku hero name is gonna be wait, did they do hero names before the internships? Let's just say they did. Since Deku was shown to be extremely strong, he got a lot of internships. Now, he just happened to get internship from Endeavor. Yes, I'm doing that. Basically, Deku accepts it. And Shoto is also going to Endeavor because Shoto did realize he was being stupid. If I did, I remember if I did, I think I remember that Deku did make him use his fire. So yeah, Endeavor wants him there because he was the one that beat Shoto and got him to use his fire. Basically, he's like, there'll be more training for Shoto than Deku because he don't give a damn about Deku. He don't care about Deku. Like he couldn't be bothered to, like, he just did that so it was like he could train his son. Deku goes to there and they do like the little thing. I don't know what they did in the anime. I don't. And I'm not doing manga spoilers. So yeah, if you want me to do manga spoilers, please comment in there. I most likely won't, but like if enough people want to see manga stuff in here, then I'll do it. But yeah, so basically, Endeavor says we're going to get Hero Killer Stain because Deku did notice that Ida was acting funny, and also Ida's brother did get attacked. So basically, he found that Ida with a Hosu with some backwater hero. Basically, like Ida got a lot of internships with higher ranking heroes that weren't in Hosu, but Ida went to one of the lowest ranking heroes that was in Hosu. So he's like, Ida's being retarded. So basically, they're like, we're gonna get Hero Kill Stain, and Deku says Hosu City. He's like, what? He's like, the Stain's at Hosu City. Like, how do you know? Cause I've been studying his pattern, and then he kills about 5 heroes. Then he moves to a different city, kills 5 more, moves to a different city. So basically, he's killed about 4 heroes, or attacked 4 heroes. So he'll still be at Hosu. Basically, they go to Hosu, and the Nomus are attacking. I know, they did do the hero names before. So basically, Deku hero name is Kid Arachnid. He's not gonna do Spider-Man because then I would associate him with his other identity. Because when Deku's Spider-Man, he doesn't use all his abilities. They see Deku only uses like his stinger, his invisibility when no one can notice that he went invisible, and he wears a totally different suit and uses webs. Basically, no one notices. No one knows that it's him, and he wears a different suit. So he wears this suit with green emblem. He doesn't wear this suit. He wears this suit right here when he's going outside to be vigilante. He wears this suit when he's a hero. Like, he basically is in public, daytime. So basically, Deku, they go to Hosu, and he's trying to looking down alley because like it's been an alley. So basically, he says, "I'm gonna go swing around if I find Stem, get that location." They go swinging around. Notices that Ida's about to get shish kebab by Sting. Deku goes invisible and then launches himself with his stingers out at Stain. He does cut Stain, and when Stain dodges out the way, he basically behind his back needs to send the location to Todoroki, and Todoroki's like, "I gotta go." He does tell Endeavor the location. And also the Nomus do attack, so it's like Endeavor's handling the Nomus and Shoto runs off. And he's like, and Shoto's like, go to this address. And he starts heading off. So Sting starts talking about how Ida is a fake hero, got cleared fake heroes, yada yada yada. Deku just tries to whip him up. and then he yanks Stain over to him and punches him in the face. So flying out the way, and Deku rushes over to Ida and be like, "Can you get up?" He's like, "No, I can't get up. It's like it's his quirk." So Deku's like, "Dang it," because he's thinking in his head, I can't get two people out at once. With a dude trying to kill me, that's fast as heck." So basically, Deku tries to make a web, like a web wall that Sting can't get through. Sting just like hops over that thing and tries to skewer Deku. Deku dives out the way, and then Sting's about to kill Ida so he can get that over with. Deku lets Ida, yanks him over to where he at. He's like, "Nope, not today." So Deku's thinking, he's like, what can I do? What can I do? Basically, what he does is, let's just say, he figures out. Let's just say that Shoto miraculously comes in the nick of time. Because when Deku's thinking Stain is about to cut him in half. Shoto launches a fire at him, and Stain has to back up. So Shoto's there, and then they all start fighting. And then Ida gets up. No. What happened? What happened? Let me get what happened in anime real quick. So, yeah. So basically, they fighting. Ida's still paralyzed. Native's still paralyzed. Deku gets cut, and Sting licks his sword, and basically Deku can't move. He's paralyzed. Then he realized it's the blood. He basically realized, he just tells Todoroki, "Don't let him cut you, because if he licks the blood, you get paralyzed." He don't know his blood type yet. Basically, Todoroki is basically fighting Stain, and then Ida, since Ida got paralyzed before Deku, and Deku does have a short time. I think Deku had 5 minutes since he's type O. Ida's like type B or something like that. So he's like 10 minutes. I don't know. Let's just say Ida gets up, and Deku's like, "Huh?" And then Ida breaks the sword when he's about to stab Todoroki. And then they start going at it. And then Deku gets up not 4 minutes later. So Deku figures out some people is getting up faster than others, because Native is still on the ground, can't move. And he's like, Native got paralyzed before any of them did. And somehow we all are still good, but Native's not. So basically, he figured out it's blood type. So Deku asks Ida, "What's the blood type?" Ida says, I think says his blood type. Todoroki says his blood type. Native says his. I think Native was type A, so that's the longest one. Deku figures it out, and Thing figures himself. The kid basically figured out his quirk, so he has to get this over with quick. So let's just say he tries to throw a dagger at Native. Who catches that, chucks it back, and stabs him in the leg. Sitting on the ground, he tries to he's like, "I have to retreat, because I can't deal with these. I can't deal with this." He tries to retreat. He tries to hop away. Deku webs him up and slams him on the ground as Ida does reciprocal and kicks him in the side. So Stain's out. Stain's out for the count. And just in case, Deku webs him up again, and Todoroki puts some ice on him so he can't move. And then what's his name? Yeah, Endeavor and now the heroes come, and they realize, that's the hero kill Stain that they folded up. And Deku sees Bakugo. And Bakugo's running with this little hermit looking thing. He running with this short dude. He's like, "Bakugo? What you doing here?" He's like, "This is my hero. This is my internship. Eric, what you doing here? This is my internship too." So they're like, "Okay." So Bakugo is what Gran Torino, and Bakugo, if you don't know yet, come on, man. So Bakugo does have one for all in this. I feel like a lot of my what if Bakugo gets one wrong. Because it's like, I can't really think of anything else where anyone else would get one for all, especially Mario. I can't think of anything else where Mario gets it because I don't know how to do that. But basically, normal flies in and snatches up Ida. Now, before Deku can web up the normal, Stain, like, he hears some ice cracking, looks over, Stain breaks out. And looks at the normal was bleeding, so he does lick the blood off that lady's face, and he has a knife on him. So he's running fast, hops on the building, hops on there, the normal falls down, stabs in the eye, twists the blade, kills the normal. And then he does the whole thing in canon, where it's like he does a little bloodless thing, and then his thing falls and then his bandana like mask falls off, and they realize he don't have a nose. It's like, and listen, if you haven't read Vigilantes, read that because that gives you the background on how comes, like, why Stain is Stain. So like, you kind of got that in the anime and in the normal manga, but they kind of expand on the fact that why he don't have a nose, and I'm not going to say why he don't have a nose because I don't feel like it. But yeah, he does collapse because he does have a punctured lung, and that's the end of that. And somebody's watching, and everybody, and they're mad, they're pissed because Stain betrayed him, and that's the end of that. As I said in my what if Deku had DK, I'm actually tired right now, and I have to go to practice soon, so that's why it's kind of awkward. I'm not full story mode. But bye. This has been fun. Goodbye. Oh, I can't hold up. Bye.